Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another episode of Real Talk. Yeah, see, people, you are welcome. See, yeah, guys. See, I don't want this to be as if maybe I'm having a victory lap, over our rivals, over our enemies, over these guys who don't believe in Arsenal, over these guys who are just, maybe just overtly negative about Arsenal this season. This people in quotes this season, yeah, because something is brewing, people. Something big is brewing, and that Arsenal this season is looking more better than any of these teams that are jostling for the title alongside us. We're 2 points behind Liverpool and people. Yeah, people. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, people. Yeah, we all know that Arsenal is 2 points behind Liverpool. Fact, people. Fact. Yeah. We all know that Liverpool have been scraping this point. They've been scraping these wins. People, people, you know this. As in, there is no question. Yeah, there is no question asked about that. It's simple. Liverpool have been scraping for this point. Yeah, since the start of the Premiership this season. And there's a fact, people. They've been scraping for this point. But it's not really in the fact that they are scraping the point. It's in the fact with how they're actually going about scraping this point. Yeah, to be at the summit of the table right now. That's what I'm even more worried about. Yeah? That's what I'm even more worried about when it comes to Liverpool this season. I fear them not. Big up to Aces. It says you don't have the answers. Aces, you completely disappeared. Yeah, people, let's put this into perspective. Yeah, Aces, you completely disappeared after we won against Olympiacos. And then you say I don't have the answers. Come on, man. It doesn't work in that way. When you predict that something is gonna, maybe like a bus is gonna run through Arsenal, you better be around to actually take the beating and take the whipping. I told these clowns, yeah, in some other channel, yeah, this week, that we're gonna smack Olympiacos up. I said it. That we were gonna smack Olympiacos up. We're gonna beat them up. Yeah. And again, people, yeah, we belittled. People, Aces, yeah, we belittled Olympiacos, people. I don't want to use the word we bullied because I'm not an advocate for bullies, but we smashed them. Yeah, we smashed them out. Yeah, people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just say Olympiacos, they tried. Bro, if it was Arsenal that played in the way Olympiacos played, you man would not give Arsenal the credit. You would not give Arsenal the credit. If Olympiacos, yeah, the way Olympiacos played against us, if we did the same thing and lost at the end of the day, you man would say, no, you lost. It doesn't matter. We lost. Come on, man. When will this foolery stop? When will this foolery stop? Yeah, I told you guys. Yeah, Olympiacos don't have the machinery to go bar to bar with us. We belittled Olympiacos. Yeah, we started with the little boys. That's what we did. We played them with our second string team. It was just later on in the matchup where they were trying to rear their ugly heads. Yeah, I mean, and then we brought in the big boys to just try to to just keep things calm, and they did, because Bukayo Saka at the end of the day coming out from the bench, people. I mean, I've really missed. Big up to Josh Kamba. It says Boomba Yaka. Boomba Yaka, Josh Kamba. Big up to you, my guy, my brother. Josh Kamba is an artist. Go and check him out, people. Josh Kamba is an artist from Nigeria. Just go check his stuff. He has his channel. Go check some of his music. He's a great, young guy. Popping in Nigeria. He's an artist. Go check him out. Mark. Look at Mark. Mark, you ain't dead yet. Oh my days. Mark is still alive. I mean, this is Man United fans, yeah. They're like rodents, yeah. They're like urchins, yeah. They're like those little rodents that just latch onto something. Man is still alive. Man is still breathing. He says, bro, if I was waiting for you, I would. My guy, people, smash the like button, and when you have the time, please go and support my guy Mark. Yeah, I mean, Mark, I've not really had the time, but from next week, because the Finnish football season it's over, so my other gig would relax just a little bit. Although I'm now a confirmed floorball referee now. So I have games coming up with that one, but it's not as much as football. So I'll be having more time to actually do lots of streams. So definitely me and Mark would resume our normal rivalry with our show we used to have. Probably by next week we should get something done with that one, and there'll be no more waiting for that one, because I really like the show. He's my Caribbean brother. He's a Man United fan and big enemy of mine, but he's still a big friend of mine. Big ups to Mark. Please make sure you check out his channel. Yeah, great guy, great guy. See, people, and of course, my Uncle June said, brother, please help me. See, bro, help me too. Sub to the channel. Sub to the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel's course. Yeah, because we talk all about Arsenal. If you're not all about Arsenal, bro, I don't want to see you. But big up to my Yank, man. Big up to you, man. How you doing? Happy weekend to you. See, people, yeah, people, listen. I told this man about Olympiacos. I told these people about Olympiacos. What we're going to do to them. I told them that we're going to smack them up. Olympiacos don't have the balls to go head to head with us. And in fact, Mikel Arteta further buttressed my point by actually starting that midfield against them. I mean, of course, Merino came back, in that midfield. I mean, what does that tell you? Yeah. I mean, Olympiacos don't have the minerals. Yeah. Eileen Vickman says, hope you get many subscribers. Yeah, big ups to Eileen. Eileen, how you doing? Big ups to you, man. It says, hope you get many subscribers. Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Ellen, and big ups to you. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Just make sure you subscribe and make sure you show the channel some love and like the stream, definitely. And see, yeah, people, yeah, we're talking about that Olympiacos game, yeah. I mean, Arsenal started brightly in that game, we're sharp, we're kicking the ball around, passing the ball around, and trying to, make something happen. But Olympiacos, I mean, they're very stubborn, and historically, yeah, people, I think we still have that mental block when it comes to Olympiacos, because we've had lots of horrible showings against Olympiacos historically, people. And in modern times, yeah, the few times we played against Olympiacos, yeah, we had horrible defenders, people. Horrible defenders. Imagine starting that Olympiacos game with a defense of Papa, yeah, Conscieni, Rob Holding, Chambers. I mean, every horrible name. Yeah, thanks. He says, I hope you have a great day. Thanks, Ellen. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Big ups to you. Thanks. And thanks for at least coming and showing up on the channel. Big ups to you. I really respect that. And you know what, yeah, people? Yeah. Olympiacos, yeah. I mean, we've always had horrible defenders when we're playing against these people. Yeah. Mustafi, yeah. The German flop in our team. Bro, I remember a time when we had Squillaci, when we had Papadopoulos, when we had, I mean, bro, what's that Brazilian's name that we used to have at the football club? Bro, I've forgotten all these players, bro. Bro, these horrible, horrible defenders. Those are the people that were playing against Olympiacos the last times we met them. But luckily this time, when they came against us, and rightfully so, I mean, they met the best defense in Europe, and rightfully so. Yeah. They met Saliba, who just signed a deal to the football club. Yeah, renewing his deal to 2030. I mean, another roadblock in Gabriel Magalhaes. But again, we still do have issues with injuries. But again, we'll come back to that, people. Yeah. You know, there were times when Olympiacos actually caught us napping. I won't lie to you. Yeah. They caught us napping. They found spaces to kind of like pass the ball around. They try to hit us on the counter attack. At times when Arsenal just were overtly attacking, then they just ripped us up open. But still, Arsenal were able to do a clean mop-up job. I mean, that's why we had the clean sheets in that game. And again, it's very, very important, yeah, in this kind of games, yeah, to actually keep a clean sheet. Yeah, because I look at this Champions League, yeah, as a league. I look at it as a league table. Yeah, and you need every point, and you need to keep clean sheet. So now Arsenal have played against Bilbao. Arsenal have played against Olympiacos. We've scored 3 goals along the way in the process, and we haven't actually conceded any goal. People, Arsenal haven't conceded an open play goal since the start of the season. Only just one open play goal that we've conceded. And I think that goal came, I think that was against Newcastle, people. We have not conceded an open play goal apart from that goal in Newcastle, people. I mean, that's how good our defense have been this season, people. Yeah, and Olympiacos came to really, really, really test us. I mean, they opened up our defense a few times, but we responded in kind, and we won that battle. And I was telling these people, yeah, that we're gonna smash, these teams in Europe. And again, people, that's why I don't respect these teams in Europe. These teams in Europe can't cope with what we have. Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, man. Don't do that. But big ups to you, patiently happy. Hope you're good. And so, people, yeah, it's pretty much simple. Yeah, we beat Olympiacos. We kept a clean sheet, and we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, and that next one is West Ham. Yet another London derby. See, people, yet another London team is gonna get smacked up this weekend. Yet another London team, people, is gonna get smacked up this weekend. And people, it's no other team, yeah, than West Ham. Yeah? No other team than West Ham. I mean, people, West Ham have been struggling seriously, people. This man's, yeah, they've been struggling. Ellen says you got many subs. Yeah, man. I just clocked 3K subscribers, and I think that's amazing. I think that's good. Yeah, and thanks to everyone who have been a part of that journey with me, getting to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. You guys have been so amazing. People, West Ham is seriously swimming in relegation waters this season. Out of 6 games this season, yeah, they've considered six. They've considered 14 goals. People, yeah, that's the worst in the Premier League. People, Arsenal is meeting the worst defense in the Premier League. People, this is the worst defense in the Premier League, and they're coming off the back of 3 losses in 5 games. People, 3 losses. People, in 5 games. That's what West Ham have got. People, Oregon Gunner is in the house. People, me and Oregon Gunner will be doing a post-game show tomorrow night. Not immediately after the Arsenal match, because there are still other matches that will come after that matchup. But me and Oregon Gunner will be back in the evening, later that night tomorrow, after we've played West Ham, because we have to have a victory party, people. How about that? A victory party, yeah, because we're going to smack West Ham up. How about that? We're going to smack them up. I don't know if Oregon is a very careful guy. He doesn't want to put his neck on the line and this kind of things, yeah. But people, yeah, seriously, I think we're going to smash West Ham up. West Ham is the worst, people. They have the worst defense in the league. Do you want to tell me we are not going to exploit that team? And people, don't tell me that Espirito de Santo is down there. No. We're not having it, because he has just come into the football club to just do a mop-up job, people. Yeah? But a mop-up job with the same defense, a mop-up job with an attack that's not potent enough. People, don't allow this rival team, yeah, talk to you guys. Don't allow these podcasters, yeah, sow seed of doubt in your mind. We're gonna smack up West Ham. I don't really see any challenge that West Ham is gonna bring to us. Yeah. By the time they see someone like Eze matching out of that tunnel, when they see a resurgent Martin Odegaard, people, I need not talk about Martin Odegaard's form is reborn. People, do we have our captain back? I mean, after our match tomorrow, that's when we'll really know if Martin Odegaard is back. And I know that this will interest Oregon Gunner very, very much tomorrow. So I know he'll be watching, because Martin Odegaard has been under the microscope with me and Oregon Gunner. So I just thank God our post game show will be back tomorrow night, and then we'll talk about Martin Odegaard. But again, when you look at Martin Odegaard's game, yeah, in that game against Olympiacos, I mean, people, easily man of the match in that game. I mean, just look at the passes, people. I mean, look at the passes. People, we might have gotten our captain back. People, just maybe, our captain is back. And again, people, yeah, this is why I like switching things up in the midfield. I mean, people have been clamping down on Mikel Arteta because of him fielding 3 defensive midfielders. for me, it has its own blessings also. It makes someone like Martin Odegaard understand that, hey, man, you don't have an automatic ticket to that midfield. And this is what people don't understand. Apart from, keeping the players fresh, and apart from rotating so as not to get our players injured all the time. That's the first reason why I like the rotation. But the second reason is that I want players like Martin Odegaard. After they stank up the place lots of times, yeah, this season and in the past 2 seasons, mostly with Martin Odegaard, it's key that he understands that he has competition in that position. That's why I want us to switch things up in the middle. Not all the time we have to insert Odegaard, giving him a clear path to the kingship, to the keys of that midfield. No, 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 no. Every midfielder at Arsenal Football Club have to fight for that position. I want every midfielder at Arsenal to fight for that position in the team. I want healthy competition in that team. Big up to Oregon Guno, my brother. He says, TC, he says we will definitely, is alluding to the post-game show we'll be having tomorrow. And Mark, big up to Mark Kabongo. Mark Kabongo, big up to, he says, big up to One. I'm not going to lie, I feel confident because I noticed that our style of play, we create a lot of chances for our offensive players. Just hope that the coach build on our Champions League game. And again, CPP, yeah, let me put some perspective to what Mark Kabongo said. And of course, big up to Mark Kabongo. Mark Kabongo, since he has been on this my channel, he has been very, 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 he's a straight talker, he doesn't joke about. He's a straight talker, and I like his insertions and his ideas, on my channel. And see, Mark, yeah, I do agree with you, because when you look at that Olympiacos game, yeah, we have been crying and shouting as Arsenal fans, yeah, that true balls haven't been getting to Victor Gyökeres. He has been starved of passes. He has been starved of creativity getting towards him. But in that game against Olympiacos, from nowhere in the first half, of course, he had a drab second half, I get that, but understandably so, because Olympiacos were really, 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 really trying to come back into that game. But again, that's a different story. But in the first half, yeah, I was so impressed with how Odegaard tried to just force everything to just get victories into the game. And this is key against a team like West Ham, because West Ham definitely are going to come to defend. They're not going to keep a high line because, of course, Victor Gyökeres likes getting in behind defenders and getting those clear-cut passes from midfield and running in between defenders, mostly defenders that keep a high line most of the time, and then he gets the ball on the run and find those spaces to just try to get the ball either cutting in from the wings or even through the middle. But again, I know this West Ham won't be like that because they're gonna defend so tightly, so it might not really be like that, but it is very, very, very possible that Odegaard might just be back. And if he's really, really back here, I'm very fearful of what's going to happen to West Ham. For the first time here, I am overtly confident going into a game, because when I saw Odegaard, yeah, in that game against Olympiacos, I think he's trying to just cut the shit out of his game. He released the ball more quicker, which is what you want to see as an Arsenal fan. You want to see the ball released quicker, faster, move the ball quick. Try to get the ball onto your number 9, quick and fast. And Odegaard found Gyökeres at least twice, twice to three times in that first half. But again, Gyökeres wasn't really sharp enough to actually score those goals. So, people, this would be a very, 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 very big test, people. Yeah? Very, very big test for Victor Gyökeres. You know, it has to convince us. It has to convince us that that position, yeah, that position could be kept by him. Because I really fear for Victor Gyökeres. If he's not scoring these goals right now, that Kai Havertz is out of that team right now due to injury. I'm sorry, Mikel Arteta has his favourites in the team. If Kai Havertz comes back, Victor Gyökeres might find it very, very difficult to find game time in this team, because, or even if he gets game time, he'll be hacked off most of the time, because Mikel Arteta kind of like favors Kai Havertz. You can see in the way Mikel Arteta behaves and acts with Kai Havertz. He always wants Kai Havertz in the game. He likes the guy. He believes that Kai Havertz brings something different into the game. And to be very sincere with you guys here, Kai Havertz is nearing a comeback, people. And Jesus too is also nearing a comeback too. So, I mean, Gyökeres, you need to start. You need to start firing. You need to start firing right now, because I'm very, very. I don't doubt it. There's no doubt about the quality, yeah, of Victor Gyökeres. I have no problem with it. The issue I have with the Gyökeres situation, is that I don't think Mikel Arteta would have so much patience with him, per se. It doesn't have to do with his quality. It has to do with the manager. I don't think he would give Victor Gyökeres lots of time to hit the ground running. I don't think so. I think he's going to force Kai Havertz into play. And mind you, people, Gabriel Jesus is also nearing a comeback. I think he's also going to force Gabriel Jesus into the conversation in that in that striking position. And again, yeah, see, people, I don't want one single player to just sit back and just think that I have a right to play in a certain position. I want competition for places. So I really want Kai Havertz to come back, just because I want Victor Gyökeres to be pushed just a little bit more. Because, I mean, he got some serious passes from Kai Havertz yesterday. From Martin Odegaard yesterday. And he threw it away. He threw it away, man. He threw it away. Even Martin Odegaard threw away a very clear chance. You the 18-yard box, and oh my God, he just threw away that chance. But his gameplay improved. He moved the ball quite quicker. He passed the ball quite well. And we might just be seeing in that West Ham game the renaissance, the redemption, the resurrection of Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard. And sincerely, people, I back him to start that game tomorrow, people. He might likely start that game tomorrow, because after that showing, yeah, against Olympiacos, you just have to put him down there, yeah, because we're in need of creativity. We need true passes to our strikers, and Eze could just do the thing that he has been brought to the club to come help out on that left hand side, make sure that we're getting something done in that left hand position. But again, Martinelli, I don't want to see Martinelli start. Yeah, he's done well in a few games that he has been able to play. Yeah, I mean, he scored in that Champions League game. I mean, he's got like 3 goals in about 4 games, which is good. Yeah, I want to see Martinelli, you know, work in this team. I want to see him work. He's come under serious criticism, but I want to see him work in this team. So if he's coming back, yeah, to that left hand position, I want it to be in the second half where it could have a very, very big impact. But right now, I really want AJ to start left hand side, and then in the second half, Martinelli can be able to come in and just capitulate on the third legs of those West Ham players. Because see, people, we're gonna run them down tomorrow. I mean, there is no way in the heavens that Arsenal won't smash a team that have just garnered just 4 points in 6 games. I mean, they're not even a goal threat. They've only scored 6 goals this season and conceded 14 goals. They're the worst team in the Premiership in terms of defensively. The likes of Leeds are better than them. The likes of Aston Villa is better than them right now. Nottingham Forest is better than them. Burnley is better than them. Even Wolves, that last with just 1 point, have just conceded 13 goals. West Ham have conceded 14. They're really bad. It's a horrible team. And I don't think Santo would necessarily do that much under a short period of time to just kind of like patch them up and stitch them up to be amazing defenders when we play against them. I think we're gonna mash them up, people. I think we're gonna smash them up. West Ham, yet another London team. It's a London derby, people. Don't get it wrong here, but it's yet another team that's gonna, they're gonna feel our wrath, come tomorrow. And people, don't get it twisted. Arsenal, people, Arsenal could literally jump to first in the league for the first time this season, people. Yeah, because I think, if I'm correct, people, Chelsea and Liverpool play on Sunday. So it makes this matchup very, very important for Arsenal to actually get something, going, people. Yeah. If we smash up West Ham tomorrow, big goal difference, people, I want us to garner our goal difference from calamity clownish teams like West Ham. We deserve, to pile the pressure on teams like West Ham. Yeah. Smash them up. That's what we need to do. Yeah. To these teams like West Ham. Get enough goals from them. Yeah. He said this on the underdog terms. Yeah. See, it's not about being underdog. I mean, see, you're West Ham, you're 19th in the league table. You're the worst team defensively in the Premiership. You've conceded about 14 goals. You've only scored 6 goals. I mean, do the maths, Mark. Do the maths. Yeah, and you're coming to one of the most informed teams in the Premier League. You're coming to Arsenal where West Ham, in fact, rarely get to win. Yeah. Even in London derbies, London teams hardly get wins when they come to the Arsenal, people. I mean, let's put that into perspective. And then you telling me that West Ham will come and defend for their lives. Come on, man. Put into perspective. This is the worst team in the Premier League. Yeah, 19th on the table. What are they going to do? I mean, don't get this twisted. Yeah, they have individual players that can be able to, put up a big fight. I mean, when you have Somerville, when you have Fulkrog, when you have Lucas Paqueta in the midfield, I mean, it's always dangerous. I mean, whenever you have Jad Bowen, flying that flag for you, and definitely, I think Bowen would actually even be playing, in that false nine position, or maybe he might even be playing as their lone striker. Who knows? Because I think they would want to defend, and the right thing for them to do is to defend from the get go. If they come out to play against Arsenal, see, they're gonna take a whooping. I don't really see West Ham actually coming to play tiki taka with us. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna happen. Let's put perspectives to this. West Ham is in that team to play tiki taka with us. If they do that, they're gonna get smacked. As in, the smacking here is gonna be of tremendous or geometric progression. I mean, we're gonna smash them up if they do that. So the normal thing is to come up with a plan to actually stifle Arsenal's white players, Bukayo Saka and Eze, and kind of like just put a stamp on a stamp on Martin Odegaard. Then they can find their way into the game. But if they decide to actually come out with the kind of players that they have, with that shitty defense they have, I mean, they have Killman in centre back. They have Mavropanos, yeah, one of the most horrible defenders to ever grace Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, we sent that guy out on loan to so many clubs, and bro, he just found his way back to England and came up with West Ham. People, if that guy plays in centre back with Killman, people, people, and Duff, probably maybe Duff will play in that left back position. But again, see, people, if they bring that defense, we're gonna smack them up. And again, their midfield might probably be maybe Fernando, Lucas Paqueta, and Mangasa. But again, these players are nothing. They are no match to what Arsenal actually have, in the tank in the middle of the park. I mean, it depends on Mikel Arteta. If Zubimendi is down there, he's gonna control the game. I mean, he's gonna control the cadence. He's gonna control the game. He's gonna help out Martin Odegaard to actually pick up passes here and there. He's gonna also be a goal threat too, because we all know that Martin Zubimendi is also a big, big, big goal threat. Let's not act as if he's not a big goal threat. Mark says just go one best West Ham. Yeah. But again, I don't think this is a competition, bro. I think we're gonna beat them up. There is no doubt. Even if they have a new manager, I don't care about the manager bounce, because if you're talking about a manager bounce with West Ham, yeah, then you have to be talking about galvanizing that team, renewing that team, changing their mentality, changing that defense. That defense is horrible, bro. That defense is horrible. I mean, they can get something, yeah, attacking wise, because they have attacking players that can be able to cause problems for the Arsenal. I do clearly understand that. But defensively, oh my God, the woeful, bro. I've seen how they defend this season. Oh my God, it's absolutely shocking. And if they defend the way they defended against Everton, against us, oh my God, oh my. See, people, I mean, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Yeah, if we catch West Ham tomorrow. Personally, I think so. We're gonna whoop them so badly, yeah, that they don't. I mean, it would be as if maybe they got hit by a truck or run down by a train. It's gonna be that bad, yeah, against West Ham, and that's because I know that their defense, mostly that defense set up with Dove, Killman, and Mavropanos. It's not working. It's not working. It's so poor. It's so poor. But they have muscle in midfield. I mean, people don't get that wrong. Yeah, when you have Somerville, who could run at defenders, I get that. Who could run at, who could run at your players. I get that. He's energetic. When you have Paqueta, who could score goals with from set pieces, yeah. And when you get Fernando, I hear it. I hear it. But I don't think that would be a match for what we have in midfield. I mean, Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard just at the top of that midfield dam, and then AZ running through the left, and probably maybe Saka would come back in that right hand side. People, I don't see West Ham. I don't see West Ham doing anything. I mean, I don't see them causing any problems. But offensively, yeah, they do have players that causes problems. Yeah, when you have Paqueta, like I've said, when you have Bowen, who for some reason likes scoring against Arsenal. I mean, he just releases the moment when he scores against Arsenal. I can recognize that fact, yeah, but I think our defense is or will be ready for any for anything that anything that Bowen, Paqueta and some of our might wanna uh, uh conjure during that game. Big up to Gojo. Gojo says hi, and he said hi. Big up to Gojo. Gojo, how are you doing? Hope you're good. Gojo, you have to be here tomorrow. I have an Arsenal watch along tomorrow. No work for me tomorrow, or actually, my work will be earlier in the day. I have a game to ref earlier in the day. So when I finish, I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna have that watch along for the Arsenal versus West Ham. So Gojo, because of course I do know that Gojo is one of my biggest fans. Yeah, is one guy that since he's come to my channel, he always come to my watch alongs, and he always blesses me most of the time down there with his words and with his motivation. Big up to you, Gojo. I really, really, really do appreciate you on my channel. Big up to you. And I hope your family is okay. I hope everything is good with you, Gojo. Big up to you. And see, people, yeah. It's very, very possible that Arsenal have got some certain kind of injuries lying in the waiting, in that matchup against West Ham. You know, people, number one, Gabriel Magalhaes. I mean, Gabriel, we saw that, they took him out in the game against Olympiacos, and rightfully so, because we need to protect these players. We need to protect them. But the good thing is that even if Gabriel was struggling in that game after that, after he got injured, it was just good to see that Mikel Arteta just made the change almost immediately, because we cannot be joking. Yeah, we cannot be seen joking with the fitness levels of Gabriel. I mean, we remember what happened to Gabriel and happened to our season when Gabriel had that little injury last season. Yeah, Arsenal lost the title. We lost Bierin. Yeah, Kivior came in. He gave some good performances, but there were also some other performances that were horrible, horrible, horrible last season. And then we lost the title to Liverpool. I mean, see, people, we don't need a reoccurrence of that. If Gabriel Magalhaes is not okay to play the matchup, Mikel Arteta, please do not risk him. Just make sure that you bring in Mosquera. And again, see, people, that's why I like competition for places. Yeah, you don't need to risk these players. You don't need to risk the fitness levels. Gojo says the one player, I forgot his name, scored 4 goals in a row. I hear you, Gojo. I hear you, man. I hear you, Gojo. So Gabriel Magalhaes, I mean, is a very, very, very big doubt for that game, people. Very, very big doubt. And I'm scared about it because I want that defensive balance with Arsenal this season. That defensive balance, yeah, it's imperative. It's very, very, very important this season. Mostly that balance between Saliba and Gabriel. I want to keep it. I seriously want to keep it. Yeah. Who else is gonna be missing from? You know, um, Waneri, people, yeah, Waneri has been missing from the team. So now I'm a bit afraid. Yeah, before I was thinking maybe it's Mikel Arteta that was just maybe really just keeping him out of the team, but people, I'm beginning to think that maybe Waneri has got an injury. I think he has an injury. People, yeah. Nkape would be available for the match. No, Nkape will be available after the international break, people. That's what Mikel Arteta said in his press conference that he had, I think, was it yesterday or so? So, yeah. So Nkape won't be playing tomorrow, yeah, but he'll be back after the international break. And it's good so that we don't risk him because he's a very big member of that Ecuador international team. So it's not good that we risk Nkapi, within this period. Let that yeah, thanks, Gojo. It'd be nice to have you here tomorrow. Big up to you, my guy. You know, I don't want us to risk Nkape going for the internationals for his team. Big up to Paul Forward Blue Nose. That's my brother, my guy. Says big up, Tony. Paul Forward, what do you think will be? What's your prediction for the matchup tomorrow, Paul Forward? How are you doing? How's your family, Paul? And I hope you're doing good, Paul, man. Big up to you and thanks for sharing and thanks for liking the stream, man, as you always do. Yeah. What's your prediction for the game, Paul Forward? Because I take your prediction seriously, but lately, yeah, you've been missing with the predictions. You haven't been getting the predicted results quite well these days, Paul. It'd be nice to see you predict games perfectly these days. So, but let's see. There's still lots of games coming up anyway, Paul. Paul, hope you're good. And yeah, who else are we gonna be missing? Um, Noni Maduwiki. I mean, he's still nursing that injury. Arsenal have been saying that they're gonna do a scan, but he hasn't done a scan yet to just really check if how his rehabilitation, how long it's gonna take. Kai Havertz is still gonna be off. Gabriel Jesus is still off. So Arsenal have probably maybe about 8, 9 players. You know, that are big, big, big doubt. You know, sorry, like about 4 players that are very big doubt. Noni, big doubt. Kai Havertz won't play. Gabriel Jesus won't play. Noni won't play. Doubt for Gabriel Magalhaes. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. For West Ham, um, some key players will be missing. Souček and people, Souček, yeah. Souček has this ability to actually, to actually just break down Arsenal. Sometimes he just some kind of spirit gets into him and starts playing well. And it's my birthday today. Oh, Tony Brown. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Paul Forward Blue Nose. My guy, my brother. And CPP, Paul is a very, very humble person, man. Paul is a very nice man. He's a great guy. Yeah. He's a very selfless person. People. I mean, he's been coming to my channel now for nearly about 2, 3 years now, almost 3 years now. He's been on my channel. Very, very selfless person. You know, happy birthday to you, and you will live long, Paul Forwell. You know, and I wish you just great things. I wish you good tidings, and I wish you the best. You know, because people like you should have the best, yeah, because of your heart as a person. So, thanks for always being down here with me, and happy birthday to you, my brother. You're always my brother, man. Paul Forward Blue Nose. Always, always in my heart, my brother. Big up to you. Happy birthday, and age with grace. Age with grace. And Gojo says I have tomorrow birthday. Mine. Oh, Gojo, I'm gonna sing happy birthday to you tomorrow. So you better pop into the channel tomorrow, and definitely. And I'm also going to, maybe probably put up a scroll about it. But happy birthday coming up to you, Gojo. Happy birthday to Paul Forwell, whose birthday is today. Oh my God, it's just nice to just see these great people have their birthdays and live, longer. Gojo, you're gonna live long, my brother. Good things will. Socek won't be playing. Wan Basika won't be playing. Jean-Claire Todibo would also be missing in that game. And of course, Paul Forward Bruno says, thank you so much, Tony. Much appreciated. Yeah, man. People like you are God sent, And the thing there is that, the world has gone so distasteful these days, yeah. Good people always, you know, don't always, get what they deserve at times, because the world is a dark place. But, one thing I always pray for myself and for the people I consider my people, that people who come down here and show me love. Yeah. One thing I do pray about is that I pray that good things come your way. Yeah, good things come your way. And Paul, I just, because I've known you over a period of time, and you know, and and I really really appreciate your presence, because I know you're a selfless person. So I wish good things to come your way. So good things come your way, Paul. Happy birthday to you, my brother. It's always love from here. So, well, West Ham have some, couple of players that will be out. Arsenal have a couple of players that will be out. So, Gabriel Magalhaes, a big doubt. Noni won't be playing. Madueke. Oh my God, I miss Madueke. Jesus out. Kai Havertz out. So we have all these. We have all these players out. Uh, of course, Odegaard is just coming back to full fitness, so Odegaard will be back. Apart from that, no other fresh injuries. Yeah, mostly from that game against Olympiacos. So we have enough to fire us to victory versus West Ham. So we await West Ham tomorrow. They come into the Emirates, and people, yeah, not many teams, yeah, come down to the Emirates and dance about. Not many of them find joys at the Emirates. So, I mean, they are gonna be chasing the ball all through tomorrow, people. Let's hope they get tired. Let's hope they get weary, and let's hope that we win them. I'm predicting a 4-1 score line tomorrow. I think Arsenal win West Ham easily, people. So West Ham is that football club that is gonna get battered. Another London team that will get battered come tomorrow, people. That's for sure. Like, I have no doubt about that team getting packed out tomorrow, people. So take it from me. I'm predicting a 4-1 game, people. 4-1 game. And tomorrow is Gojo's birthday. So just maybe it could be a very joyous day, tomorrow after we smash West Ham up. And it says, I think he's the best player, one of them, Eze too. Yeah, exactly. Eze is a very, very important player to this team because, I mean, see, yeah, people, yeah, it's always very, very important, yeah, that we have someone who could also create in the team, someone that is outside Martin Odegaard. Odegaard is just coming back to full fitness, so I can understand if he's not firing on all cylinders. But it's also good to also have someone else in the team who could also create, and that's what AJ can do for you. I don't know why Waneri isn't being used by this manager. I don't know why. But again, if Waneri is not there to create, mind you, people, we still have Max Doman in this team who could still create. So, Mikel Arteta, please, 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 and please, yeah, I don't want you to start with three defensive midfielders tomorrow. It's West Ham to be an easy game. Just keep it that way. Don't put Merino together with Declan Rice together with Zubi. Yeah, tomorrow. Just start offensively tomorrow. People, I will tell you my first 11 tomorrow. I would, of course, Tottenham go. Tottenham go. Oh my God, the goal is here. The goal is here. See, Tottenham go. Tottenham go. You see, yeah, Tottenham go. You have Leeds United tomorrow. See, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a difficult matchup. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those match, yeah, that is gonna be ground hog day. I mean, it's gonna be energetic because Tottenham can be so energetic in games. I think lots of energy will be dispensed in that game. You know, lots of chances. uh, You know, will present itself in that game. Hmm. I hope you guys are well. As my enemy, yeah, I pray you draw that matchup because these days it seems like draws and Tottenham go side by side these days. It might just be yet another draw. But of course, he says, I'm worried we're going to get a draw. Gojo says the match gonna be fun. And Rice and Eze, they will be the best going, one of them. Yeah. Rice and Eze, yeah, of course. Of course, when you have that kind of creativity in the middle of the park in terms of Martin Odegaard, it just gives Eze that space to roam about. Yeah, it could just drift a little bit from that left hand side and cut into that left center mid, going forward and in trying to open up spaces around that left center mid area, attacking, the defense down there to the left and trying to pick up pocket spaces. Same thing with Martin Odegaard, who walks more from the right hand side. And people, yeah, I mean, don't throw away the idea that with my team, Mikel Arteta, switch things up in terms of seeing Bukayo Saka switch down to that left hand side, yeah, and see Eze go down to that right hand side. We saw it also against Olympiacos, and immediately Bukayo Saka went down to that left hand side. We saw what happened. It was more pressure, and after that pressure, I mean, come on, man. The second goal came for that Olympiacos, win the other day this week. So, I mean, be prepared to see lots of switching of sides. Big up to testers of life. And it says, how are you, man? How is it? Big up to you, tester. See, tester, yeah. Big game tomorrow. Not in terms of the opposition, but because of what that game can do for the Arsenal tomorrow. Because if Arsenal wins that game tomorrow, we go straight to the top of the league. Now we have to now wait, yeah, for Chelsea and Liverpool. And you know what, yeah, people. Let me let you on something here. This might be the week, people. This might be the week that Arsenal finally gets to the summit of the table of the Premier League and stay there. Because you know why? Historically, this Chelsea versus Liverpool game has always been a stinker for Liverpool. Always. It's always a draw or something. Something is always up with that game. Yeah. And see, people, yeah, when I play against Chelsea, there's no problem. I know I'm gonna smack them up. It's not about me and Chelsea, it's about what is Chelsea going to do to Liverpool? And at this point, yeah, you've been seeing how Liverpool have been struggling, yeah, with the game. They've been scoring late goals. Ekitike is the only one that has been trying to really push Liverpool offensively this season. Salah hasn't really, regurgitated its form for the past 3 seasons. Ritz, that's Vert, if you want to call him in the German sense, isn't really firing on all cylinders in it. It looks weak, it looks pressured, it looks bumped. It doesn't look like the guy that was in Bayer Leverkusen tearing shit up in it. Isaac is gasping for air against Carabao teams. I mean, see people, Shazbolai, who's supposed to be the muscle in midfield, has been used in that right back position. McAllister is no more the henchman that he used to be in the middle of the park. I don't really think Liverpool can replicate what they did last season. They look drab, they look tired. It's not working, it's not clicking. They just broke the British record in bringing in a player who had a very good time in Bayer Leverkusen, is looking drab, and he's not even trying to be a force to reckon with in that Liverpool team. They're just trying to force him in. And definitely when you spend that kind of money on that kind of player, you definitely have to try to force it, even if he's not getting something in that team. So, and I want them to keep forcing him. Because it gives. See, it pressures Vert, yeah, to want to do something. But because this is a league, yeah, that's unprecedented for him. It's a different league. When you come to this league, yeah, you have to, you have to hit the ground running, or else the criticism would swallow you up. And again, the reason why the criticism haven't really been so loud on Vet is because Liverpool have been scraping those wins. Immediately, they stopped scraping up that win against Crystal Palace. The criticisms started pouring in. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, Liverpool fans were all saying, he'll get better. He's playing quite well in the games. But bro, when they lost against Crystal Palace, that that smile immediately wiped from their mouths. It completely wiped from their faces. You know why? Because when you spend that kind of money for a player, yeah, in modern times, it comes with criticism. The same thing with Gyökeres. The criticism is already there for him from the get-go. Some Arsenal fans is saying, you know what, yeah, Kai Havertz might get a run in this team if Gyökeres doesn't fix up. I'm hearing people saying that. I'm hearing rival podcasters saying that Gyökeres maybe really isn't that kind of player. They're saying it. So when you spend big time money on players coming to the football club, the criticism is going to be there. And in as much as the criticism is going to be there, yeah, the pressure on the player mounts on. So there's lots of pressure on vert to actually perform. And it's in that pressure that would actually consume him, because this is the Premier League. It's brutal. It's brutal. Week in, week out, you have to give your best. I'm not saying he's not giving his best. What I'm saying is this league might just be, it might just be too big for him. The Premier League is not the German Bundesliga. Everyone is not Harry Kane. It's not easy to hack it in the Premier League. And that's why I'm thinking that he's literally gonna struggle. I mean, you're in a Liverpool team, yeah, where everything is being done for you. Yeah, the passes get to you. You have Salah helping you out. You have Ekitike who's down there. You have Isaac now. I mean, they have all these players, yeah, but the engine is down. And people, even Liverpool defense is suspect this season. They are not even defending properly. I mean, they're scraping through these games, not just offensively, not just attacking wise, people, yeah, but even defensively. Bro, it's looking shabby. I mean, Konate is looking like Jay Boogie these days, isn't it? He's looking like Jay Boogie. I mean, man can't defend again. People, man can't defend again. He looks suspect. He looks so suspect, people. Yeah. So, I mean, see, people, it's simple. We need to put our shit in boots tomorrow. Make sure we get that win against West Ham. Power the pressure on Liverpool. Let them be pressured, pressure to make mistakes in that game against Chelsea. And again, equally so, Chelsea's looking for a win. I mean, back-to-back losses for Chelsea, yeah? They need a win. Maresca's job is on the line, people. I mean, we might talk about all this Club World Cup. No, people. Chelsea don't play with this. I mean, Chelsea don't play with this managers. They don't have that time. They're not like Man United that would keep a failing manager for more than 8 months. People, no. They're not doing that. If Maresca doesn't fix up in the next couple of games, this man's they would sack him now. They would see, people. Chelsea Football Club will sack Maresca if he doesn't get results in the next 2-3 games. I can guarantee you that. I know that for sure, people. Because number one, he has no credit in the bank. I don't think the Club World Cup is a big credit in the bank for him. If he loses this game against Liverpool, that might be a free hit. But if he loses the next game after this Liverpool game, oh my days, people, Maresca would be gone. Like I'm sure about it. There's just something in my gut telling me that if Maresca doesn't fix up in the next 2 games, if he gets 2 more losses, he's gonna be sacked by the team. That's what I'm thinking right now. And it might literally be so. It might literally be so. Tester says, we are going to win, definitely. Our team is getting well together. We're going to go top, and we have only considered 2 goals so far. I have a good feeling. Oh, my days. Big ups to Tester. See, Tester, I have a good feeling. Me too. I have a good feeling going into this matchup, Tester. I think we're going to smack West Ham up. 4-1. There is no way the worst defensive team in the Premier League is going to come and cause us problems at the Emirates. And it's a London derby. These London derbies, yeah. I mean, in their homes, yeah, in their respective homes, they might present something different. But at the Emirates, I don't think so. They always get the smashing. We always smack these people up, at the Emirates. I don't think so. And again, Mavropanos, Kilman, this is one of the worst the worst of the worst defenders in the league, bro. It's shocking. I mean, I've watched a couple of West Ham matches this season, bro. It's a horror show. I mean, these guys, they defend so poorly, people. It's so porous. Mavropanos doesn't know what he's doing when he's defending. Kilman is totally in the world of his own. Dwarf can't defend. See, people, yeah. Bowen might get a goal. Bowen might try to test David Raya once or twice, but Paqueta might be able to get one or two set piece free kicks, into the final third of Arsenal, or very dangerous one that might trouble David Raya. But I don't really think they have the it factor. They don't have the minerals to actually blow off Arsenal and set things alight at the Emirates. We're gonna smack these people up tomorrow. And of course, taster testers of life says predictions for a Liverpool game. That Liverpool game, I think it will end in 1-1. Normally, it's usually 0-0. Historically, it's a stinky game. They stink up the place. Yeah, but I'll just say 1-1. And someone talked about Arsenal not conceding goals. See, Arsenal have only conceded one open play goal this season. Testers of life, dig that. Just calm down, think about it. We have only considered one open play goal all season. Make that make sense, people. Only one open play goal we've conceded this season, people. Defensively, we're in Paris. We're in Paris form. We can't be penetrated anyhow. See, people, yeah. This should be the season Arsenal should do it. When you have such a defense, yeah, I mean, we have no excuse. We should be winning this league, people. We should be winning, and we should be winning it easy. There shouldn't be any questions. Mostly right now, people, I forgot to say this. Alisson is out of the Chelsea clash. How about that? People, I'm not the man, yeah, to kind of like laugh at another man's misery, but I would laugh at Liverpool's misery, people. I don't care. I'm shameless because people, yeah, we Arsenal fans, we've suffered a lot. We've been dragged down the mud. We've been mudded for so long, people. People have laughed at us. We've been dragged, we've been cornered, we've been spat at. We're just like, we're just like Jesus Christ. Yeah? Killed, slated, spat on, disgraced. Yeah? They've naked us everywhere on YouTube space, in the media, slagged us off. These people don't believe us no more. Yeah, but I just hope that the season is the season that things change. Yeah, and we've been presented with that opportunity. Alisson is out injured. Big up to Kana Fenerbahce. I used to like Fenerbahce, but I'm sorry. Right now, I'm Galatasaray. Victor Osimhen. People, the quality of Victor Osimhen. Look at what he did to Liverpool. See, people, yeah, in the Champions League, yeah, people. You saw what he said Galatasaray. Nah, it's Galatasaray. Don't disrespect Galatasaray. Come on, man. Kana, don't do that. Don't do that. No. I like Galatasaray. Don't do that. And they're masculine men. Yeah? Galatasaray are masculine men. Yeah? They are not jokers or punks. Yeah? They're masculine men. Yeah? So that comment, no. Don't do that. Don't do. I know you might have a rivalry with Galatasaray. I understand that, but don't do that to Gala. No. Gala is a good team. I like Gala. And see, people, yeah. Liverpool, will draw that match on Sunday with Chelsea. 1-1. Connor says, we are legends best. Yeah. JJ Okocha. Yeah. Nicholas Anelka. Roberto Carlos. Yeah. True. I hear you. Galatasaray beat Liverpool, made Liverpool look like school kids. Testers, you saw it, yeah? Gala smacked up Liverpool. And again, see, people, I wonder why people are backing Liverpool so much this season. I mean, I hear you when you I hear you when you bring in into the conversation that Isaac is there. I hear you. Ekitike is fire on all cylinders. I hear you. But how about others in the team? McAllister looks drab this season. I don't think they have enough in the tank to regurgitate what they did last season. It's a hard not like for them. They're not defending properly. Even the goals they're scoring, they're scraping people. They're scraping this. They're scraping these goals. And when you spend that kind of money in the summer refurbishing your team, I mean, bro, you should be scoring goals. Goals shouldn't be your problem. You should be scoring goals left, right, and center. You should be beating and pummeling these teams. But I have not seen one big-time convincing game this season that Liverpool have played. People, if you've seen a more convincing game of Liverpool this season, please let me know. Like convincing game this season, people. I've not seen. Maybe in the game against Burnley, but bro, I'm not even sure, bro. Bro, they have struggled all season. They've struggled. I know of games this season where Arsenal confidently smacked up teams. Confidently, just smash up teams. Nottingham Forest, Leeds. I mean, all this, we just smack them up. And again, there are games that are going to be tough, like that game against Newcastle. Even that game against Newcastle, when Liverpool went down, Mesut Ozil, one of my favorites too. Yeah, big up to you, Kana. I love Mesut Ozil. You know, big ups to Mesut Ozil wherever he is. I mean, I like the guy. Liverpool went down to Newcastle. They struggled against Newcastle, people. They scraped that win. Yeah? Same thing with Arsenal. We scraped the win, but we played more better than Liverpool played. How about that? Liverpool really struggled in that game. They really struggled. And Newcastle got 2 open play goals against Liverpool. Dig that. Kana, why are you doing this, man? Ozil versus Bergkamp. Ooh. It's supposed to be easy when you talk about, what any of them did at Arsenal. You would likely want to go with Bergkamp. But if you want to go with generally, Mesut Ozil I think he won the Champions League with Real Madrid. Yeah. He won the World Cup, people. Ozil has won the World Cup with Germany. And I was in Germany when they won that World Cup, people. I was in Weimar when they won that World Cup. Personally, Bergkamp. I like Bergkamp more. But for me personally, it's a tight one. Very tight one. Because I really like Ozil. I like his style of play. I mean, it's not easy to see this kind of like miniature, kind of like midfielders that can actually send pocket spaces here and there. His He's just a slick footballer. Yeah, and you have to be a slick striker to be. I mean, you just have to have telepathic connection with Mesut Ozil to actually understand what he can do. He's a champagne footballer. I really like his style. Bergkamp is not a champagne style footballer. He's just that kind of guy that, you know, he's a go-getter. You want him to do something, go straight. He's more of a straightforward footballer. You know, he has trickery. Don't get me wrong, but there's a way. There's just a way that Ozil just does his stuff. It's so silky. Oh my God, that Champions League goal is scored against one team like that, bro. I mean, from the midfield, dribbled all their players. Alexander Song, yeah. Bakai Shagna. Yes, exactly. I am Yahoo says, hey man, I'm from India. It's night right now, and I'm just asking random streamers to suggest me food so I can order. Can you suggest me jollof rice? Oh my days. I am Jehu. Jollof rice. Try jollof rice, my brother. I am Jahu. Please make sure you actually subscribe to my channel and show my channel some love, my brother, man. Spread the word, yeah. Big up to you. And Kana says, are you Ebe, bro? Emmanuel Eboué. I mean, that's a good player for Arsenal. I think he went to Galatasaray and then later he lost all his money to a fake wife who came into his life and took everything he had. I mean, it's crazy, yeah. I mean, for a man to just suffer, Eboué, yeah, to just suffer, yeah. Played at Arsenal. I think he had a spell at West Ham, if I'm correct. And then he also went to Galatasaray, yeah. And then his wife just, Pito in the house. Just when I wanted to round up the show, Pito comes from nowhere. Speaking Ozil over Beckham is crazy work. No. You went here when I actually picked Bergkamp. But I was saying that Ozil, I was just saying that I like Ozil with the way he played. The finesse, how he plays is quite different from Bergkamp. Bergkamp is one of my all-time favorites, you know. And that's why I picked Bergkamp. Yeah, but Ozil, I just like the way he plays. He's so silky, he finds pocket spaces so easily. He drops the shoulder so easy. He moves it in those spaces. He attacks the space. He creates space. I mean, he's just one of those generational players, yeah. And again, see, yeah, Peter, it's not crazy work. I mean, I chose Bergkamp, yeah, but sincerely, yeah, it's not crazy work if someone says Ozil over Bergkamp. I chose Beckham. Let's get that out the way. But it's not crazy work if someone says I pick Ozil over Bergkamp. You know why? Because Ozil have won it at the highest of stages. Bergkamp never won the World Cup. Ozil won the World Cup, and it was a very potent player in the World Cup. It was part of, that German team that literally won that World Cup. It was an active participant. So, I mean, come on, what are we talking about? He won the World Cup. It's just one of those conversations where you could just say, you know what, yeah, okay, we both did our thing in Europe, but okay, what's the biggest denominator that would differentiate you from me? Ozil would say, you know what, Bergkamp, I respect what you've done, but you know what, yeah, I've won the World Cup. Where are your World Cup medals? That conversation is easy with Ozil. He could just say, hey, I've won the World Cup. What have you won? On the world stage. So I mean that becomes another conversation altogether when you get into that. When you get into that, um, Ozil won the Champions League, yeah, with Real Madrid. He won a couple of La Liga titles with them also. So he's not someone that has been starved of trophies. A, he's had lots of trophy laden years. So, and even, I mean, if you bring that conversation with Henry, you would always say, hey, Henry was bigger than most of these big time players from Brazil who never won the World Cup. But Henry won the World Cup. So I mean, see, yeah, these things they have their own differences. Yeah, I just really feel like Ozil was a. I just think Ozil is a special player. Forget what happened at Arsenal. Even at Arsenal, he won a couple of FA Cups, so it's not really like he didn't do anything or something. He won a couple of FA Cups, but again, you have to judge him from his days at Real Madrid. You know, his days at Wolfsburg. He was very, very good at Wolfsburg. Um, but the highlight of his career was with the German national team and with Real Madrid, where he caused lots of problems, bro. Bro, I was so happy. I danced around when Ozil came to our team. I literally danced around. I was just dancing about and dancing around when he came to our team. I mean, it didn't live up to expect. I just felt that it was already in the twilight of his career before we brought him in at Arsenal. You know, it was already past his peak. At Real Madrid, and we just got the remnants of him. You know, kind of says, Fena legend Robin van Persie. You like? I used to like Robin van Persie as a young kid, but not anymore since he betrayed us and went to Manchester United and won a title for our enemies. I mean, since then he became my enemy. And you know what? Yeah, I mean, I've seen players, and that really made me hate Van Persie. Yeah, I usually don't hate people, but I hate Van Persie. It made me hate him as a young dude. It made me hate him. And I'll give you perspectives. Oh, Jazz is in the house. Big up to Jazz. Oh my God, I miss Jazz on my channel, man, because Jazz was one of those. If it's the Jazz of the Arsenal history and more, he's one of those people that give me and the opportunity that I really needed. Him and a couple of other podcasters who were always there for me, and God bless them. Very great guy. And he says, "Evening, Tony. Evening to you, Jess." And I miss those days I do shows with him. But he's a great man. He has his own channel. He's a great guy. Big up to you, Jess. And of course, we love you. And so, see, yeah, easily I'll pick Bergkamp, easily, but it doesn't take away what Ozil was internationally. Internationally, it doesn't take away what it was. Not during his time at Arsenal, because those weren't his heydays. His heydays was when he was playing in Real Madrid. He won titles for them, won the big trophy for them, and he won the World Cup. And I'm sorry, when you've won the World Cup, for some reason it just takes your level to a higher place. Yeah, Beckham never won the World Cup. So on the international stage, yeah, it was a legend for the Orange. But when you're looking at it, did he win the World Cup? No. Ozil won the World Cup. But again, see, again, all these things depends on if you're looking at trophies. I mean, because it would be very, very dishonest of us, because I've been in the fight about talking about trophies. I want Arsenal to win trophies. I've been talking about trophies. Yeah, it would be dishonorable if we now say, yes, Ozil won the trophies. Yeah, but Beckham is a better player. Beckham won trophies too, but not like Ozil. I don't think he won trophies like Ozil. Yeah, you could talk about the trophies he won at Arsenal. I hear you, but so did Ozil. Ozil won trophies at Real Madrid. Yeah, and he won the big one at the World Cup. So in no way am I saying Beckham is not up to Ozil in terms of what he has won. He's up there. He's won trophies, yeah. But for me, the World Cup is a special one. Yeah, it's a special one. It's a special one. And Ozil have won that World Cup. In essence, what I'm saying is, if someone tells you that I like Ozil more than Bergkamp, you shouldn't critique that person. You shouldn't whip the person with the cane, because the person might just be, a younger person that has really watched Ozil play. Not many people actually watched Bergkamp play. All these young guys of these days, yeah, most of them didn't watch Beckham play. So you can actually excuse that fact, yeah. And again, when you pull up the videos of Bergkamp and you pull up the videos of Ozil, Ozil's videos are more sharper. He gets into pocket spaces more sharply. He's more quicker. He's more slicker than a Bergkamp per se. Yeah. So and again, I do agree with you. Hey, Olajide Oluwa, my guy, my brother, he's down here. I mean, Jide Oluwa, that's my guy. I mean, always talking about football when we quite younger. That's my G. He says the era is different. I do agree that the era is different. It's just someone brought up the question and was, asking me if I'll pick that I should pick between Bergkamp and Ozil. I picked Bergkamp because it's a personal best of mine at Arsenal. But I would still listen to people who would still say I like Ozil more. Yeah, because I liked how Ozil played, and I feel that Ozil has got the World Cup, and Beckham doesn't have the World Cup. For me, that's a very, very big denominator too. But again, it is what it is anyway. But Robin van Persie, I think he's a Judas. He's a Judas. I don't like the guy. Yeah, I've seen many Arsenal players. I mean, go to rival teams. I saw Ashley Cole go to Chelsea, but it's not like I have hate in my heart for Ashley Cole. No, I don't. I actually consider him an Arsenal legend, rightfully so. He's an invincible. It's proper Arsenal legend. But Van Persie went to Manchester United, yeah, scored goals for them and kissed the badge. I mean, that is the one I hate. I mean, Van Persie kissed the Man United badge. I think when he scored against us or something, I don't know. But he kissed the Man United. At some point, I saw him kissing the Man United badge. And I was hurt. Just because he was a childhood hero of some Arsenal fans that I know. Yeah. And then you go, you score with Manchester United, you win them the league. The way he left the football club, it was so shocking. It was painful. It was bitter. I was so angry, man, at that time. And my childhood friend, Olajide, my guy who was down here, he would laugh at me then, during those periods because he supports Real Madrid. Actually, this guy here, Olajide Oluwa, he was one of those guys that really got me into all these things, yeah, football and all this stuff, club side football. He was always a guy that was like, he would spark some kind of argument. We always talk about football when we're growing up and everything, Olajide Oluwa is a very key guy in my life, Big up to you, Olajide Oluwa. Every time I remember you, I always you know, it takes me back, and I always remember you, my brother, man. Big ups to you. And he says, salute to Beck, and yes, but I enjoyed Ozil more. Yeah, that's because you're a Real Madrid fan. Olajide, yeah. And I think, Olajide, please, could you confirm it for me? Ozil won the Champions League with Real Madrid. I think he won the Champions League, right? He won the Champions League with Real Madrid. I'm very sure of that. And he won some couple of titles like sure? Are you sure he didn't win it? But I know he won the La Liga with Real Madrid. He won the La Liga. Yeah, but he won the La Liga with them. At least that's what I'm sure about. He won the La Liga with you guys. He won a couple of Copa del Rey's with you guys. If I'm not mistaken. I know he won the title. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He left before the La Decima, that's for sure. But he won the La Liga title. He won the La Liga title, that's for sure. Olajide says he left when Di Maria came in. Yeah, exactly. It was when Di Maria came in. Yeah, exactly. And then Di Maria won the La Decima too. That was for sure. Couldn't stand the competition. Yeah, exactly. But he won the La Liga title. That's what I'm actually saying. Did he win the La Liga title? He did. Yeah, he won trophies, but he won the La Liga title. Yes or no? That's what I want to know. And Pito says here, he says Ozil should have played for Turkey. He would have been even bigger legend, even without a World Cup. Ooh, Pito, Pito. Now that's where the work is. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's German legend. He won the World Cup with Germany. I don't think there's anything that would trump that, basically. If he would have played for Turkey, Turkey never won the World Cup. They never. Turkey haven't won the European Cup since God knows when. So, yeah, easily he'll be one of the best players to have ever graced the boots in Turkey, but not trumping his World Cup win with Germany. I don't think so. Ozil is big, big, big established legend. Forever, his name will be etched forever in world football. And again, not even for his club side, but in the world, in German football internationally. So you can't take that away from him. It's already an established fact. He said Ozil was a sick player. Yeah, exactly. See, people, I like Bergkamp a lot. But a player that will make me think, oh my God, it's Ozil, man. It's Ozil because I just like his style of play. The way he played. It was so silky. Any player that played with him offensively always knew that pass would come. Oh my days. It was so, people, yeah, if we have Ozil at the top of our midfield diamond, people, throw Odegaard away. Miles ahead of Odegaard. Miles ahead. Odegaard doesn't near him in any way. Miles ahead. Just imagine having Ozil at the top of your midfield diamond, people. people. That's crazy. And Peter, my guy, people, yeah, big ups to Peter. He supports me on this channel, people. He gave me $5. Big ups to you, Peter, my guy. And Peter said he says, and after he retired from Germany, they trashed him. They would never do that to him in Turkey. No, and again, see, Peter, those are lines that are political. Ozil as a person is a very, very political person in himself. In itself, he's a very, very political person. I mean, when you take certain pictures, and again, I hate being political, but since you went there, I would just give you perspective into what I'm talking about. Couple of years after his sojourn at Arsenal, couple of years later, he was seen with Turkish paraphernalia. He was seen taking pictures publicly with Erdogan, who was the president, sort of prime minister. Sorry, I don't know what they operate on in Turkey, but of course, I think the prime minister of Turkey at the time, Erdogan, pictures of him publicly was down there, and he made certain critical chants about the Palestinian problem, and these are very dicey situations. Yeah, I mean, taking a picture publicly with Erdogan, who some people believe to have meted serious human rights violations over people. So over the Turkish people. Or again, I don't believe that. I've been to Turkey many times, and I love the country. I think the place is a lovely place, and I think the people are progressive people. I don't share that same idea with people because, but again, that's politics. It's far different. So pictures with Erdogan, people thought that was meting out lots of human rights violations on citizens and on people of his country. And then it was blatantly open about the Palestinian question. And it's not even like right now where when you're very, very vocal about the Palestinian issue, that people might actually just understand you more these days. Then during that period, when you talk about the Palestinian question, you totally shut down. I mean, you could just be cancelled so easily. It's not like now and everyone is actually talking about the Palestinian question. Then a couple of years ago, when you talk about it, your businesses might go, your sponsorship might go. And I also think it was also part of the reason why Arsenal also let him go. Because, he was doing all these things in the Arsenal national team, mostly with that Palestinian affiliation and everything like that. And Arsenal, I mean, it's not a political football club at all. In fact, the owners have lots of businesses with Israeli connections. So, and one thing when you deal in business internationally, you get to know that you know internationally you have to do businesses with Israelis. Yeah, internationally, you have to do business with them. They own top banks. They own, they are CEOs in top echelon companies. So you have to deal with them. And Ozil actually, I mean, it is what it is at this point, isn't it? But again, that's the political space. But if you remove everything political about him, he was such an amazing player. That's for sure. And again, Peter says here, he says, look at the Turkish team from 2002 World Cup, the national heroes to this day. Doesn't matter. They didn't win. Yeah. I do agree with you. But Peter, the thing, I mean, it's good you brought that up, but you just don't to a Turkish team, yeah. But in 20, 30 years time from now, do you think that's what a young kid who just grew up 15 years ago, do you think that's the bit of history he's gonna take? I don't think so. The bit of history he's gonna take is who won it in the 2002 World Cup. That's the bit of history that youth is gonna take into the next millennium. So I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it, innit? But see, yeah, big up to everyone. Ozil is slicker than average. Yeah, exactly. Slicker than average. Big up to you, Jide Lua. He's a world class. Yeah, sure. 3 titles with Madrid. Yeah, exactly. La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Copa España. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, big up to everyone who joined me for the show today. Olajide, me and you might talk maybe next week or so, because I have, free time. Probably maybe next week we'll get a talk. But big up to you, Pito. Big up to you, and hope you're good. And thanks to everyone who joined me for the show today. And from me, people, I'll be on my watch along tomorrow. Arsenal versus West Ham. So make sure you join me for that one, people. Make sure you join me for that one. Yeah. Big matchup tomorrow. Join me for the watch along. And from me, and big up to Peter. Thanks for joining in today. Thanks, Gojo. Thank you, my brother, my friend. Olajide Oluwa. Big up to all of you that showed up today. And I'm out, people. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the watch along. Peace.